still a bit hoarse. Just have to do some quick prep. As usual. Imagine I didn't do this right. What the? Okay, whatever. Don't turn it. Okay, that's done. Yeah, like I said, I'm still under the weather. Initially, I would say cold. Oh god, it sounds worse than I thought it did. Ugh. It sounds a lot worse. Maybe it'll get better though, who knows. Probably won't, but can always hope that my voice just gets better throughout the day. Probably should, like, I should definitely put in more. Put something else into my stream to make it helpful. Tags are down here. I don't know what tags to do. Just to start, I'm gonna prep for getting Celestial Tower encounter, because odds are I need that to get what's it called? Odds are I need that to get past Chorus efficiently. That is really bad. Do the dark types and ghost types that you know will be brought. How about Sawsbuck? And last can be, don't know if it matters, do the eel. Oh, don't do that. Spirit belt. Good for the eel, it gets to be... no experience share. No experience share should be needed. Also, the odds of... Well, it depends on how well this tea is. How well this tea works. But odds are my voice does not get better throughout today. last I do, I should go out here. So like Monday, I'll probably be muting a lot. So I have these items that I would like to get. One's an Amoongus. Fungus. Practically at the point where it evolves. Did a King's Rock, okay. I'm not even loud enough. Oh god, this is gonna be a rough day. Leafstone. This is like an elixir. Another fungus. If only what to is shiny. If it's shiny, I'm replacing. If I get a shiny fungus, I'm replacing. Well, it had to be regenerated, but I replace my Amoongus immediately. And the tea is still steeping, so there's another. Let's say like 8 to 10 minutes. And this is for Will-O-Wisp. This is the Elgim girl. If I put wide lens on Driftbloom, I should be good. Hex the first, air slash the rest. Isn't there like someone behind this coffin? No. And I'm trying to get to floor 4. If I go here. Okay, the first floor is Jude. This is Georgia. 3 ice types. You don't have jump kick right now, right? Is there any chance flamethrower? 3 shots all of these? I think everything but the bear tick. It is everything but the bear tick. Which we'd see an icicle crash. I have nothing for this bear tick. Unless I'm willing to risk a 5% air slash miss. I should probably head back and just put Metacham instead of Gothitelle. It's probably the smarter move. I just have to avoid this the whole time. Why? That makes sense. I mean, it means I don't have to fight this any other time. I just want to make sure. I think it was the Espeon. It like outsped me or something. Nope. Question is, should I have taken Spinda? Also, could I just use Espeon in this fight? Because I have Aura Sphere plus extra sensory, I can. Espeon is taking over. Let me up. I probably don't even have to do this fight. That's right. I'm pretty sure this guy's a spinner. That confirms that. Which spinner? Is this Mickey? Or is this Bryce? It's either just over Uniclus or Bronzor, Dusclops, Bayonet, Mischievous, Bronzong. I always lead Skunk Tank here. And I'll throw the EXP share. It's gonna be a fast turn, but I'm going regardless. Wait. Worst part is there's no escape rope. Okay, who's this? It's just a Gothitelle. Just a Gothitelle. Any bug moves? No bug move. I mean, I have Mega Horn, but do I really need to use Mega Horn? Of this team, I may have to Mega Horn. I could Draining Kiss. No, I can't. Dark Ball's too much. Too powerful. Vert. Also, what if I miss Mega Horde? It's not like they're OKOing me off rip. And then Drift Bloom. Okay, yeah. It's Mega Horde time for this item. Just simple, we don't miss. Yep. Now we have Shadow Claw. He's a spinner. Just this, which I'm pretty sure is a hardstone. I didn't need to come up here. Wait, I want my encounter. I want my encounter on this floor. Because... Or do I want to try and potentially get Noctowl as well? It's all the evolved forms. I either go for Bayonet or Noctowl. By the way it sounds, I'd rather go for Bayonet, which is this floor. This floor, I got one dupe, two dupes, Chimecho, Marowak. I assume Swampert is faster because this is Brave, like, no speed IV. So we'll go with this Mon that is slightly faster. Hopefully that clears me up for like 20 seconds. Swampert's in the lead. There's no dust clouds, no dark spots. Gotta burn the repel. I feel like some of the 5% are not good. By some I mean one of. We get the Litwick though. Litwick. I shouldn't have looked. Because now I'm focused on abilities. And it's gonna happen to me. Inferno, Pain Split, Curse, Ally Switch. We're gonna Quick Ball first. In case we see a double Curse. So we don't have to. Alright, any chance I get back without fighting? He's looking... Which way is he? He's looking up. Alright, you can tell because of the ears. Also, why did I keep Swampert in front? Should be Bryce. Yep. Bronzor. Okay, this says it's heat proof. I need both sources to tell me that it's heat proof. Both sources do say it's heat proof. And they immediately go Bronzong as expected. Safeguard block hex future sight. What was I supposed to go to? I would assume it's Skuntank. Assuming I'm still expert belt. Still have 2 Pokemon. Does this has Shadow Sneak? Can skill swap. Well, it's this. The sphere is the Shadow Sneak. It does 5%. And then Bayonet, Sucker Punch. Why is the 4th? Oh, I think I know why. Oh, never mind. I don't know why. 4th move was Grab, and I thought it was because of Crush Grip. Sucker Punch I take like 7% from. Any more where that came from? Well, now you're 64. I'm a bit scared. That should be the only other fight I have to do. Do I get a lucky egg? I don't use them, I get them. I'm just gonna wait. No reason to risk it. What are we dealing with? Also, I don't think this comes because of the fire typing. The fire typing does not help me whatsoever. Would have liked something better. Wax is still fine. Neutral. It's basically neutral. And as expected, I get the worst of the two. What a surprise, I don't get a immunity ability. Let me confirm something. Wrong thing. Wrong thing again. Here we go. Okay. I'll do nose and headbutt, I think. First, I should do the more important thing, which is evolve. Am I missing out on any moves? Shadow Ball 46 as a Litwick, 49 as a Lampent. I get Overheat at 50. I am taking Overheat. I'm just gonna take this slow so I don't mess anything up. Because Overheat's gonna be super good. If I wanted as well, I could get Memento before this level cap. Shadow Ball as well. Cherno gone. I'm at 48. Okay. If I didn't do it now, I'm getting it 57. Keep Pain Split as a form of recovery. And I can immediately get Chandelure as well because of this. Thing to keep in mind is I can't relearn Curse as a no Curse as a Chandelure, so I'm gonna get rid of Ally Switch. Whereas for Ally Switch, I can learn as a Chandelure. So I have a strong fire move now, and I get Flamethrower after. No reason to not go to 54. Power Split, just making sure. Don't want that. Also, do I have a Dusk Stone? So far, no. I'm just making sure. It shouldn't be. I was making sure. I'm like 99% sure it's Dusk Stone. No. I probably can't buy one, but I need to go buy one. Or no, it's Moonstone. You get a Moonstone in where's it called? Castelia, if you do that. So we need high jump kick. Do I even get high jump kick? Well, I do get high jump kick. It's probably not within the level cap. I'm just realizing this now. Yep. Well, then I gotta make it a 5%. And I've gotta go like a boosting item. Sure. Too hasteful in my travels. Use the newly acquired Duskstone. Why not? I don't think my throat's gonna get, or my voice is gonna get any better throughout the stream. We do have a chandelier. I mean, it's pretty good too. 98 speed, that's not fast enough, but that's fine. I'm also just gonna say F it and bring everything to 54. I think there's some moves I'm missing out on. Like Roost. Oh, for what? That gives me good reason to bring this. I'm gonna say no for now. If I need it, I'll come back to it. That's why I got rid of Zen Headbutt. Wish. I'm taking over Covet. Unless I need to Covet something this fight, but then I can just get rid of Covet. I can just get rid of another move. Ooh. No psychic move, Nasty Plot can go crazy. I'm gonna say this moveset is good for now. Since when were you already level 54? Also, I should go to withdraw. Oh, you're 55, my bad. Two Pokemon to go. The next two. Yes! It's unironically a good move to have in this situation, or in this fight. That's if I could get a sub up. Fortunately, I can't get substitute. Hex. It's better than Scary Face. Air Slash. Finally. Even though Air Cutter is almost just as good. You could argue Air Cutter is better. Or it's not better, but. No haze. Don't think this helps me right now, but it's a good move to have for future purposes. Double edge. I'm taking over body slam. No rock blast. If only you got stored power, Corsola. If only you got stored power. I mean, the ingrain means I ignore. If only you got a freaking, like, attack boosting move. Like, if they give you calm, if I could have gotten calm mind by now. Iron defense 3 times, well then no, I wouldn't be able to heal up. I mean, I'd be able to heal with ingrain, but how does that help me? No ingrain. Mirror coat. I'm gonna say it's better than bullying, even though that's my only stab. Confuse Ray, let's do it for amnesia. Tailwind. Tailwind, tailwind, tailwind. Let's do it. Get rid of air cutter for now. If I need air cutter for the gym, which I most likely won't, I'll be clicking icy wind more likely than, or more like, yeah, more likely than air cutter. No amnesia. Nuzzle on this gives me an interesting decision. Though I probably won't take this decision. Or will I? I don't know. It's hard to tell. We'll say no for now. Stone Edge, get rid of Autotomize because I realized even at +2 speed this thing isn't that fast. You're not even getting to 60 speed. Well, you are at level 50. It's not going to be helpful against... It has potential against the blimp. But I'm more likely going to be clicking like Rock Tomb, which I'll probably just teach it. Where are my other moves at? I need Earthquake on you. Alright, let's see how good this thing is. Why is this here? I can clear this. Any changes in this one? No. Middle of the puddle. Because nobody gets to see us. Well, no one gets to see us though. We're starting by looking at Chandelure. I also need to move Shadow Ball up, but wish there was more speed, but 20 special attack. Everything is average or better than average on this thing. This thing's really good. Can burn. Flame body. See, if only I just was faster. What is max speed? How close is max speed getting in this instance? Doesn't get there. Alright, well, I mean. It happens. We'll have to stick with this plan, which doesn't even work anymore. Because I wanted high jump kick, which is a guaranteed kill. But now I have to go something like expert belt. Or black belt. To let them set up stealth rock. Another problem with this is if they iron head me, they can flinch me. And then I'm screwed. It's quite windy out tonight. Okay. Assuming stealth rock turn 1. Jump kick hits Okos. This comes out to Arrow Blast. Switch to Gigalith to take 20%. And then because I know they're volt switching, and if this was an air balloon I'd be earthquaking, but instead I'm rock tombing. I either get 40 to 50% and lower their speed, or I break balloon and lower this thing's speed, or I lower this thing's speed. Assume it's volt switch into this. Also, I should be going like this. Where are you at? Metacham, and then Gigalith. This is all whilst rocks are up. Just trying to go through this in my head as well. And then we know, ooh, that's nice, that they're either Meteor Mashing or using Shift Gear. We'd prefer Meteor Mash, as we bring in Swampert, who will outspeed after -1, and can Earthquake because the balloon is gone. Takes this out. Always brings out F00 to Needle Arm. I said Zebstrika was the better one. Zebstrika to get Sap Sipper Boost Needle Arm, though that doesn't matter. I think I teach Volt Switch for just so I can get some chip in. Volt Switch or Stomp. Oh no, Volt Absorb, never mind. Can this thing learn U-turn is the question. So let me just get rid of this. We don't want to be clicking Volt Switch into a Volt Absorb mode. Also, they could just extreme speed. Oh shoot, I didn't realize how good. I do have to be cautious of the rocks though with Chandelure. That was the problem with getting Chandelure. If I got any other ghost type, that ghost type is going to be good for this fight. Literally any ghost type beats this thing. Where's the other one? But the problem is they both take a quarter from rocks. Like, while this doesn't do anything, I could teach it Will-O-Wisp that I just got. And that's doing something. So I just have to be, I have to be careful about U-turn immediately. Well, they're not going to U-turn immediately. Also, I can potentially immediately proc Flame Body. I will overheat then. I will overheat then. Overheat, overheat. Okay. Yeah, we're back here. Can write that. Switch to Chandelure. Ooh, it's not E-Speed, is it? It's probably Thunderwave. If my knowledge of Gen 5 AI, in this case, Gen 3 AI and Thunderwave, to make you slower. I mean, Extreme Speed's doing 70%. The other option was to Pain Split to heal, get my health back, which honestly is not bad. Because let's say I take rocks, then I take a 16th, which is like 9 HP. It doesn't tell me what Pain Split does. Sick. I'd get to like, or it'd bring us to like, what? Whatever the average is. It's something like 150, I feel like. So it'd heal me fully. Well, it's not 150, it's 140. $160, it'd be 160. Is it 135 or like 140? It's got to be 140, I think. Pain Split's smarter. I also need something to keep in mind for. I could also do Resto Chesto. Resto Chesto, or I Pain Split. You still get, I'm just making sure this still gets, it does, just at level 60. I won't be able to relearn Pain Split to level 60. Just as long as this is in it, it's relatively healthy. Like, as long as it's not taking damage from any other Pokemon, Chandelure will be able to rest up. So I probably should overheat then. I'm also going to change this from on to until. Or until Volt Switch / somehow outspeed. Slash taken too much damage. I just needed to see what I got from Celestial Tower to continue planning. Is it better to heal or is it better to? I'll say attack. If you turn, it gets dicey if it's 2 U-turns in a row in this situation. Although another thing to keep in mind is Swampert can rest off some of this damage. I think I get rid of Yawn for Rock Tomb as well. Earthquake has been taken care of. So have these moves. And I can go Shell Bell to kind of mitigate some of the damage taken. This has to be Expert Belt. Get rid of that, because that's now true. So we don't know our 6th mon, and we don't know Zebstrika's item. I'll say on switching, because it's different from on switching versus the turn of, because I'm able to unleash the overheat into the UFO without taking any damage. And then also, how much is Chandelure taking from the 60%? I might be in range of that. They would click that regardless, I would think. Otherwise, overheat, I think. It's better to just overheat than... I'm trying to think if it's better if they Thunder Wave me to rest as they U-turn out, or like click Needle Arm. Well, they won't click Needle Arm because of... They won't click Needle Arm until they see Flame Body activate because of ability storage. And if they don't U-turn, you overheat, and they're left with the UFO balloon, and if you overheat the balloon, you get 50% off. Depending if they stayed in on a Rock Tomb, you also get that. You get KO from that. I think I wait to rest. So now it's just about finding that 6th Pokemon. I mean, Mirror Coat on Volt Switch is a free KO. At least in theory. No, it's not. It's not. It's a good 60% though, at a max roll. Or not on a max roll, just a minute. So, what do I need backup for? I should probably bring backup for... The problem is I have no rapid spin mod, so if I miss jump kick and they take out Metachan, they can spam whirlwind. Will I just attack? I would go with one of these two if I had Regenerator. Spoiler alert, I don't. Next thought process is go Gothitelle for Fake Out. Plus Charm. What about the bat though? You get Amnesia. Ooh, that's a good idea. And then you get to +6, so you're doing 30%. If this thing gets Roost, it's possible. I could also trick off Leftovers. Ooh. Swoobat is not the worst idea. Sure, I'm taking 60% from extreme speed, but it's got to be something else. Preferably something that I'm fine with sacking off, but also can do a good job in this fight. I don't think it's you, Simi-Sage. Unless you learn a move that I have forgotten about. Simi-Sage. Play Rough. You think Play Rough would help? What about other TMs? Power Up Punch. Power Up Punch plus what? Seed Bomb? It's a steel type. That's not gonna work. Gotta go back to Gen 5. If I had access to... Oh, wait. You can't... Yeah, you can't... There's no way you can learn Fire Punch if... Just period. Low Kick would be 80 base power. I don't know if that's accessible now. I think Low Kick's like the second one. Brick Break. I do have Brick Break. I do have Low Sweep as well. Who believes? It'd be like Power Up Punch. Brick Break. +1. No. Life Orb? Life Orb +1 Brick Break. You're doing a quarter and then you're doing 50. I would need a crit in there. And then like a rock move. Do I even have a rock move? I mean, I could go Rock Tomb again. I can learn Rock Slide. The flinching. What if I go... I think I go physical. Simi-Sage. Why did I read it like that? Life Orb. Power Up Punch. Brick Break. No stabs. Also, this is Life Orb. It'd probably be extra belt. Power Up Punch twice. If you're able to Power Up Punch on the Stealth Rock and then on an Iron Head, don't get crit. Brick Break to KO. You then flinch. You then flinch with Rock Slide and then get that KO. And then you Brick Break crit into... They would KO you with E-Speed, but... You get the point. It seems not that bad. Am I missing anything from Swalot? Because Swalot can be good defensively. Like, can it learn a fire move? I could give it Destiny Bond, and it definitely learns a fire type move. Just what fire type move? Fire Punch. Earthquake. No fire. It only is Fire Punch. From the move Tutor. Or I just go with Electrode just for some speed, but then it's also extreme speed. Like you have to worry about this thing's extreme speed. Marowak isn't bad against this, with ability storage up. Aqua Tail you have to worry about. Break the... Pop the balloon, it's good against this. I feel like it's UFO is the problem though. I just nuzzle with Zebstrika, I think, as a backup for UFO. And then I should outspeed. I definitely outspeed. Go for Paraflinches. And then I also have this. I don't know if this... It does outspeed good. By 1 speed point. Yeah, we'll go Marowak then. And I still need item on Zebstrika. Alright. We have an idea. And the nice thing is, Swampert and Marowak both can work in sand decently well. So you need rest. Can you even learn rest? Good. Pain Split, I'm missing out on Pain Split until I get past this gym. It's alright. Rock Tomb is up, but I'm going down. For Yawn. Okay, what can we give you? Zeb Striker. Also, you can learn low sweep, can't you? Low sweep's gonna be better than stomp in this. If I need to sack off Zeb, I can get a low sweep off while in the process. And I'll go expert belt too. Expert belt, jump kick, fake out if it needs to come back in. Chesto berry, overheat rest. Curse also in a last ditch effort if needed. I don't know if I'll need it, but it's there. All this needs to do is like nuzzle, low sweep, high horsepower, one of those three. Spark against the UFO if worse comes to worse. Rock slime, boomerang, all helpful on this. Let me see. Let me see if you get. There's no way you get some sort of healing. As expected, you don't get some sort of healing. I could go for the 55% sing, or is it 60% in this game? Resto Chesto with Rock Tomb for speed control and Earthquake. I'll heal up the power points if I somehow need them. And then Shell Bell, Rock Tomb, Earthquake, Stone Edge. Sandstream. Also, the fact that it's only 86 special defense because of speed or special defense lowering, and it was taking 30% because of sand, and it's 9 Spadef Ivy. It's taking 30% from Volt Switch. It's not bad at all. Sand is super helpful. Best case might be better case. I originally thought best case was the Iron Head Weave, so I don't have to worry about Stealth Rocks. But since I prepared for Stealth Rocks, it might be better that they Stealth Rock instead of attack me. Do I think it's worth it teaching Will-O-Wisp? If I have Shadow Ball, maybe as a TM current. No, I get it after. I'd be saying no Shadow Ball until after Skylaw. Also, it's raining. I did not account for that. Could they see Aquatail kill? No, but they would see Aquatail attack. Ooh, child. Alright, do we just speed up? I think this is the first time since the first time I played it that I've actually like read this. I don't even know if this was in. Hey. Bro should have helped, but bro should be helping me. No, I'm the leader of them all, actually. Lovely. If only I could. If only I could fight that now. Look, how does Skylar let this person walk past her? Alright, bye. So wait. Look, okay, good. At least Marshall isn't there to be just standing there, watching the fight. I would like to check if you could ignore this fight, but I'm pretty sure you can't. Because it's just still blocked by Clyde. I'm like, why does that seem off? Oh, do not go in yet. Save one more time. Okay. No. Something tells me it's much more likely to Aqua Tail because of the rain. At least it means no flinching. Although if I'm correct, they gave it high crit rate in this. They did not. If I fake out, then everything gets thrown off because of red card, so I just have to attack. I hit. First stage complete. I think it's always. Even though it's a roll, it should always be... No, it's not always a roll, it's always a KO. Aeroblast is always a KO. I go to Gigalith. No more rain. Take nothing. Sandstorm chip doesn't matter because they're leftovers. And I rock Tomb on the likely Volt switch. Okay, they go this. Lovely crit. They did not go into the dark, well, it's not dark type, but the darker colored fake Tyranitar. What does that mean? It should mean, it's gonna mean U-turn, but I'm gonna play like it's Needle Arm. Play like it's Needle Arm. If they do end up U-turning, how much is it doing to Zebstrika? 40%? I don't like that, but I'd do it. Play like Needle Arm. Thunder Wave. Why are you Thunder Waving a Gigalith? Now I could low sweep and keep the speed control on my side, aside from the fact that Nuzzle's always better, actually. Nuzzle's always better. Thank you for hitting. Thank you so much for hitting. Okay. Air Balloon gone. Let's see if it's more than just Earthquake. Meteor Mash in all cases is possible, and Wild Charges can always be possible. I mean, they're paralyzed. I can just go Swampert and click Earthquake. Also, how much am I taking from rocks? Rocks plus sand I have to worry about if I'm going to switch back to Zebstrika. I think I just have to go to Chandelure on the next... I have to go Chandelure on the next F00. Fully parrot is even better. And since I popped their balloon, I can do this. Back to Needle Arm. If they wanted to Thunder Wave, they physically couldn't. It's doing like 30%. Even that might be too much. Oh no, it's doing 17%. Yeah, it should never be Thunder Wave in this situation then. Take a quarter from rocks. Needle Arm does nothing. They crit me though. Do I rest then because of that? It just sets up the same situation. I kind of have to. If they Needle Arm crit me again, I lose Chandelure. I also lose Chandelure if I try to bring it back in. So, and they can also flinch me. I get the burn though. That's even better. Is the burn all I needed? Definitely. I can't stay in. I mean, even with the burn, you're burned now. Yeah, I'm dead to some Needle Arm crits. How much is Metacham taking from Needle Arm? 21% while they're burned? It then turns into a guessing game of whether or not they're gonna U-turn, or... Because then I would like to Ice Punch. Also, this is my only way of beating this now, because I got flinched. Unless I'm able to activate ability storage with Zebstrika. Like, if I switch to Zebstrika and they U-turn, Zebstrika is dead. It may always be Needle Arm, though. If it's always Needle Arm, I go Zebstrika. Because Zebstrika on Needle Arm, that's the only way Zebstrika lives. It may not even live. I don't even know if I'm doing my Stealth Rock couch right. Stealth Rock Sand couch right. I think I may just need to hope that Marowak can take can like come in before they Arrow Blast. That is so dumb. Whatever. I mean, chip is chip. Chip is chip. But what does that mean? Are they needle arming or are they U-turning? Regardless, I think Ice Punch plus Burn kills. Okay. Please hit through paralysis. Please hit through paralysis. Please hit through paralysis. Thank you so much for hitting through paralysis. Oh my god. I am switching, but that is huge. I wasn't going to ask for it, because I'm like, if I ask for it, I'm not going to get it. Swampert, I want to say, is technically the better play. I may have to stay in, I'm realizing. Because then they still get to, they just get to Needle Arm. How do I approach this? I stay in attack. They unthaw, I die. I don't like that. I switch to Gigalith and Aeroblast can crit, which would kill me. Aeroblast high roll crit would kill me with Thaw. They Thaw on Marowak, crit kills Marowak. I mean, I don't need Swampert for... Yeah, I don't need Swampert for F00. So I can use Swampert here. Stay frozen, that's good. I think it's better to Rock Tomb twice. Just for accuracy purposes. And then I outspeed this turn. Yeah. Okay, now this burned. It's only a few turns. Crit still kills. Crit does not kill Marowak. I should have this in the bag. In theory. Sure, Marowak is not battle armor, but that's fine. Although I do have to worry about this turn. I can just switch for one more turn. Probably closer to 2 more turns. 62 damage. Metachim will live it all. Also, 87. I should live a crit, so I can just stay in. I'm gonna stay in. And since I don't have a fully accurate move, I'll just click Bone Ring. Even though Double Edge was fully accurate. Holy crap. That might have been the best line I could have gotten. Also, I don't think I have any heals. I have a Hyper Potion. Let's use it on... This is a good reminder to go and get healing items. So that's nice. Moveset's good enough. Let me make sure I still have a repel active. That one felt good. Especially the freeze. That freeze was huge. Now it's gym trainer time. Time for me to mess up a few times. Because this puzzle is not the easiest to just completely avoid everyone. Pilot funds first. I would just assume I can Zebstrika this or Electrode this. Aside from this, but at least the first one. Magnet, Volt Switch, Guaranteed KO. Do they go Altaria then, or do they go whatever I bring in? Regardless, I should bring in something that deals with Altaria. It's a little risky to go with Espeon. Dragon Fairy with ground type coverage. This is where Steelix would be, or not Steelix, but I mean, I would think Steelix would be good here. This is where Skarmory would be good. What about a Heavy Slam? Ooh, that is not bad. And then it beats everything else. Like, those two can sweep. Yeah, regardless they go, whether it's based off of the Pokemon that Volt Switch or the Pokemon you bring in, it's gonna always be Altaria. At least it should be. And then whichever Heat Wave Mon, unless I'm stupid and Heat Wave Rock resists fire, I'm pretty sure it does. So then it's for Psychic, Honchkrow for Psychic. And Pidgeot with Stone Edge. And then Zebstrika, I would assume, is good backup. Just have to worry about Sucker Punch from the Honchkrow. 20, 20, 30. Also, let me just make sure that it's not a bug. It should be, in theory. I'm like, if this somehow doesn't count, I don't know it would. So, chain kill. What else can be brought? Ampharos against these two isn't bad. At least against one of them. The Electros, I feel like, is not going to do that best against their stabs. Also, I don't have a solid electric move to be clicking. Although I think I can get Spark. Hurt is always nice and bulky. Just not against the Honchko. The Honchko is kind of dangerous. Except for Empoleon. Are there any other options aside from Empoleon? There definitely are, but Empoleon's the only one I can think of. Is Winslow forced? Can I do Winslow with this team? Winslow's not forced. Neither is Elron, although I think Elron is a tough like spinner you have to deal with. The next force is Ewing. This dude. Or no, that's Elron's the guy at the bottom. To KO. It's preppable. Move these around. You need, where is it? The magnet. You need an expert belt. You need the life orb, and I don't know what the other three need. Shellbell, Chesto Berry, Expert Belt. I also forgot, as I basically have a voice crack. And I might as well get rid of some of these. I got full heal. I am leading magnet volt or volt switch. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. And this is also because I can't do enough. I do not do enough damage, period, to Altaria with Electrode. Volt Switch. This could have quick attacked, but it saw Dro run KO, I'm pretty sure. You want to Dragon Dance. You want to Dragon Dance. So badly. Love to see it. Sandstorm is back up. Cloud9 is gone. Honchkrow for Psychic comes out. They choose to Sucker Punch instead. I think it was a rule, like whether they chose what they chose. And then because this has no guard, I get to Stone Edge it. They crit me, but they didn't burn me. They needed to burn me there. Oh. It's a good reminder. I need to throw on an EXP share. I need a sync. The airport was bad luck. And I don't want to go in someone's random house, so we'll go under we'll go under an airplane lane. This is how you get protected from the raid. As I use the I need to use the restroom. Alright. Oh, what a voice crack. Be back in like 2 minutes. Time to get out of get away from the warm underwing of a plane. Back into the rain. Alright, I have to dodge till Ewing. Dodge till Ewing. I also need an EXP sync. So what we saw was this guy. Can designate the item for a different purpose, which is gonna be for this. Life orb, Zebstrika. Spark. Is it just all 4? But I think they go Staraptor for close combat double edge. If I really wanted to, I could teach Volt Switch. Just Volt Switch on this thing. Who do I currently have? They have Aura Sphere. And they do outspeed. Bro, it's just that range. Look at this range. It's 72 to 87. It feels like for everything. Maybe that's what happens when you're 8 special attack, Ivy. Oh, I do have Swampert. So yeah. So this is Life Orb. This gets to stay Life Orb. Swampert to help beat the Togekiss. Or to just beat the Togekiss, basically. Because they can't paralyze me. What are they doing to this? Moonblast? I can't really take 2 Moonblasts, though. Or they would Thunder Wave me, who knows? I can also change Gigalith to 55. Let's get off sand. Okay. Who can take a Moonblast and another move? Or just a... Oh, no, you can't take just a Moonblast. Sick. I would anticipate a Fire type could do so. But then it's Air Slash. Moonblast. Moonblast. Sure, we'll let Swallow go for a few turns. It is a strong Moonblast. Okay, so I just have to switch someone for Swallow. We'll see. Life Orb? No ground types. Sweet. Pilot Ewing. Correct the grammar there. Pilot chase. Life orb. Electrode. Discharge. They go this to drill run. Discharge. They go hyper voice or heat wave. Well, they're both heat wave. Oko Skarmory, Furo, and maybe Unpheasant. When whatever the bird is, Mandibuzz. Volt switch to. I mean, they're just gonna nasty plot, aren't they? I could just discharge twice. Or I Volt switch to Zebstrika, you know? And then Zebstrika takes this out. KOs, then Okos, Pelipper. And then it's the gym leader. I just have to be elusive. I have to be agile. We will do... Steel typing is nice. Except for Shockwave Pelipper. Does 30%. What if I do know Rock? It's one of the bottom three, I can tell you that much. If I keep the thing to keep in mind is if I keep Gigalith, then whichever one of these two I get rid of has to hold the EXP share. We're gonna let that decide. Shoot, we can't let that decide. Empoleon, you don't have Heal Bell, is gonna be my argument. So I need Life Orb Zebstrika, just where I can stay. And you are now EXP share. This is the first one to not make a mistake at. Spinner. I don't think there's a way to time this up. Just gonna sit here for a sec. Too risky. I could have went. I could have went. Could not have went there. And I think that's supposed to be you, but I think I can dodge him. So I get another voice crack. Holy shoot. I just go here, right? Then I have to do this. Oh wait, I didn't. Okay, I didn't want to do this. I also didn't teach Volt Switch. This doesn't have Drill Run, it's okay. It's just not as planned. Okay, how do I do this then? Life Orb. I spark twice. In comes Furo to Drill Run. Oh god, I am not prepared correctly at all. Luckily, Swampert just knows how to tank any attack, period. Alright, let's start by sparking twice then. Maybe I get a Parafull pair as well. Who knows? I don't. But also, they may take themselves out. They don't. So now I take more chip, which is fine. I could have also nuzzled if I really wanted to. I'd rather ensure the KO. I have to switch now. Intimidate, especially after Intimidate. Lucky for me, Swampert knows what it's doing. Double Edge? Are you double edging? I also need to look at Rock Tomb. So I have Rock Tomb on this side. Rock Tomb means I outspeed. Also, they double-edged. Crit does not KO me. So I outspeed. I think it's safer to rest. Sure, I'm risking a crit, but they don't get it. Rock Tomb kills. Out next should probably be Unpheasant. Hurricane. Hurricane does 39%. I'm dead to 2-3 rolls of crits. But I just have to go to an electric type. Can I volt switch? Probably can. Do I want to volt switch? With discharge, chance of KOing being pretty high. I'm magnet too, it definitely KOs Unpheasant. So I discharge. I just spam discharge from here on out. This doesn't kill, but they're gonna set up nasty plot, it's not gonna matter. And then I have to do that one more time. Oh, that sucks. Why do I have to do that one more time? Because I have to bring a team. I have to bring them all. I have to bring them all to, like, I'm not trying to say the word, even though it's correct terminology. I have to bring them all just before level, or just before they break the level cap. And then if I get into one of those 3 battles, why does he have to be a turner, dude? Why you gotta be turning like that? Who's level 55? These 2 are the only 2 I know that are level 55. Just get everyone to 55 to start with. Lunge, not for this gym. Bounce? No. Just gonna save in case I overlevel something that I may need. Wish. I'm keeping Morning Sun for now, but that's a good thing to know. As the cough continues on. Foul play. We'll do it for Sludge Bomb because Sludge Bomb is a TM. Coil, we now have setup. Setup, setup, setup. Does this thing get agility by chance? Definitely not, but It doesn't hurt to ask. No, but it gets leech life in 5 levels. Close combat in 15. No gastro acid. Save one more time. I might as well update the document or the calc. Also, the Chandelure, in case anyone wondered, hidden power is grass, power is 52. Not the worst hidden power to have. So, do we prepare for the gym, or do we do the turn, the twisting, or like the, whatever he's called, the spinner fight? Of course, that fight's like the hardest fight. Shouldn't shock anyone. Although it's not that hard. I want to say that's Elron. Can I use this one? Does this one help me? That does not help. How about this one? I think these help more. What the heck? Okay, this ain't it. Whatever. I don't know. I'll just be a god tier gamer and dodge them. It's definitely not going to happen now that I've said that. Oh wait, I was supposed to check this. Jump up on the right, Gliscor middle, Pidgeot left. I do know one strategy that works, and that is usually Marowak. But I think because it's minus defense 2, special defense Ivy, it's not going to work here. Something tells me. How about someone who can ice? What if I do Swampert on the left side to avoid Giga Drain? Take no damage from Earthquake. Take 50% from Hurricane. What am I looking at? Ice Punch. Basically, it does less than Aqua Jet or Aqua Tail, except for this guy. Why does it do the same amount as Aqua Tail? It's a double weakness. It made sense with the Pidgeot, but not here. I mean, it obviously makes sense here. Of course. Earthquake, Giga Drain, too much. What if I just sack a Moongus to get an Ice Punch off on Gliscor? Think a Moongus Rage Powder is gonna live yeah, no. Especially since it's Flying Gem boosted. So that ain't working. It's half the team. This top half just demolishes Chandelure. But the bottom half, not so much. Also, it would be nice to have a Water Absorb Pokemon. Okay. Let's be smart here. What would we want? I could bait flying moves into... I think it's better to bait Giga Drain, though. I could bait Giga Drain and activate Sap Sipper. Just on what? Baiting Giga Drain. If I go here, I get Earthquaked. I don't take Earthquake very well. Surprise, surprise, and I also... Well, I don't need to touch the Gliscor, that's someone else's job. This takes Earthquake pretty well, but is outsped by Jumpluff and dies to Hurricane. And those are my only two grass immunities. So that's good, that's good. Problem is this Gliscor is so weak. Like if I could bait an Ice Fang, flying in ice for a rock type, although this rock type has no Spadef. That's perfect. For this rock type, hold up. And then this rock type baits Giga Drain. I just have no special bulk. I have like at least 10 that are below 10 special defense IV. And when it's your best stat and it's one of your best IVs and it's 14, that tells you something. Oh, why has it got to be a harder triple battle? Like if you're... Excuse me. If your special bulk isn't 2, say it's 20, you're living. And then we can make them use another move. It's 2 though, right? So they have a chance to attack you? God. Of course. Okay, new idea. You're not fast enough though, so it won't work. If I had another fake out mon for this spot, or what if I do Swampert? Ice Punch Swampert. Oko's this. I go dual fake out. Someone to fake out Jumpluff and someone to fake out Pidgeot. And that would be Gothitelle. So if I do Medicham, Gothitelle, Swampert. Fake out Pidgeot and Jumpluff. Ice Punch to Oko, Jumpluff. So that's Jumpluff taken care of. And then Swampert is kind of set. Swampert has nothing else to worry about. Earthquake 28%, Brave Bird 48%, Hurricane 50%. Okay, that still does a lot. Hurricane, okay. I take it back. We have a turn 1 though. What would they go? They would probably go Aerodactyl to seeing Brave Bird. And then the Gliscor, 34, 44. You just hope that they try and KO the Medicham. Although this is, it's once I get rid of, oh, well, the Ampharos isn't even the best because of Dazzling Gleam 2-shotting. Just stay away, basically. I feel like once Ampharos is, or Gliscor is taken out, Ampharos is fine. And I also don't know how the heck triple battles work. Or if it's just... I won't know how it works when I KO the Gliscor. Like here, they're either looking at Gothitelle or Swampert. I feel like they're never going to look at Medicham until the Pokemon they sent out is on the field. So they might see Dazzling Gleam, or they might see Hydro Pump. Or no, they would see Head Smash. Right? They would see Dazzling Gleam 160, stronger than 150, into Gothitelle. Or they would see Hurricane's 110, so is Hydro Pump. It's either Togekiss or no, yeah, it's either Togekiss or Aerodactyl. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just like to know why they're being brought in. Ground resists rock. Probably not. Probably, but I'll just say a Head Smash. It's regardless, both are stronger than the Hurricanes coming from anything else. But then they're gonna be like, oh, this thing is gone. Medicham is gone. I could also do Corsa on this slot. Switch Medicham to Gigalith. Do they end up... Well, it's... Do they... I think every single Pokemon sees a KO with their flying move into Medicham. Period. Could also Hydro Pump, but since it's across the field from Swanna, it's not going to matter. And Gigalith is taking every single flying move with relative to lots of ease. I could Charming Gliscor is not bad here. Sure, they have the spread moves that can do a lot more, but I like Charm. Charm Gliscor. Well, no, because I'm Ice Punching it. You with Ice Punch level 56. Against this guy. Wow. It's not a normal type move. Game. It's better to Aqua Tail. Also, I'd do it for Earthquake because Rock Tomb also has usage. But I mean, neutralizing the middle of the field is also nice. Sure, you have to worry about crits and all, but don't you get Skill Swap? I think he does get Skill Swap. I lied. I wished he got Skill Swap. Does Espeon get Skill Swap yet? Does Audino get it as well? I feel like I can feel my voice starting to go. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking about Gothitelle, but I know Medicham gets it. I don't know if I'd want to lose Pure Power though. Especially giving it to a Gliscor. It does not. Swoobat? You skill swap off Tox or Poison Heal? I just realized if it's spoiler alert, it can't be Swoobat, but if it was Swoobat, you skill swap off Poison Heal and you give it simple while giving it simple charm drops. I think I prefer it to be on the field then. But oh well. Alright, back to this. If I have any female Captivate mons, might be better to Captivate Does Aquatail bring this down to Sash? It does. I just need to change this to Ice Punch. Oh, 75 vision. I mean, I could Aquatail it. Like, what's the point of having Ice Punch if Aquatail is just going to do the same amount of damage? Another thing to consider is getting back Yawn. Yawn for a Rock Tomb. I have Swampert Yawn this turn. I didn't realize how freaking pretty good Electrode could be. Except for Hydro Pump. Oh, Rock or Sand Boost. That makes sense. What do I do? I'm just kind of lollygagging at this point. Also, what about well, no, you're not taking it as well. I'm thinking Electric type to take Flying Move. But then I keep forgetting that there's this Gliscor guy who can Earthquake me. I'll just say attack right slot. Well, yeah. Either Ice Punch or with the right item, Aquatail. Well, if I had a Mystic Water, Aquatail would be the right play. Also Sand to keep in mind, so Aquatail does 2-shot. Yeah. Well, the only time I wouldn't attack is if it's this. And then we'll do... I just need 2 Pokemon. I'm looking at Electrode, Ampharos right now. So what could go? Electrode, Corsola, Ampharos, Electros, Zebstrika. You could make an argument for Audino. I feel like Swalot takes... Never mind, it doesn't take Hurricane the best. You just need an electric... You just need a faster electric type when this is on the field. As long as you have faster electric type on the field when this is on, then you don't have anything to worry about. You don't have a whole lot to worry about, I should say, because it can still protect. How are they supposed to touch you when you're +4? Aside from these 2. Exactly. Now I'm thinking. What about non-sand Corsola? Do I just put Corsola in here instead of Gigalith? Do I say enough's enough? I think I will. And then I can teach it like Power Gem. I feel like I'm planning for everything, just focusing on the my left side, and when I get to the fight, that's just not gonna happen. No, what? No, we're gonna go back to Gigalith. Back to sand. My Swanna, is my Swanna friend guard? What would I switch it in on though? It'd be like a heat wave. It's the only time I'd be able to switch it in. Also, wait, does Icy Wind KO? If only. Life Orb. Definitely not. I'd put it in the middle. Wait, I actually could. Life Orb Helping Hand boosted. Would take out both. Oh, and then something dies to Hurricane. Oh, there's another Helping Hand one. There's another Helping Hand one. Wait a second, wait a second. If I go, okay, new plan. Audino, Swanna, Gothitelle. And what if it's... Could I go Never Melt Ice? 57%. Guaranteed kill. Guaranteed kill. Alright, new plan, new plan. Never Melt Ice. We don't know what item got the tell. Helping Hand. Swanna. Icy Wind. To Oko. Gliscor. And jump left. Fake out, jump left. This always has to come in regardless. Just because Head Smash is so strong. I think it's these two. So this is gone, this is gone, this is on the field. Sadly, Swanna's sweep is over. It's a mini sweep. How much are you taking at level 56? Too much? Dead to crit. I don't necessarily need the Wakan berry. Although, do I? Have I just been looking at this wrong? No wonder it's been doing no damage. If I teach a normal move, I could covet the normal move, or it could covet and then have a strong normal move. Like over Heal Bell. I'll do it over Heal Bell. I don't know if I have a strong normal move, but... because this does not outspeed them at -1. Allowing them to get a... okay, no, that's not it. Should be Aerodactyl plus Togekiss. Who's taking the smashed head? I would expect a rock... oh, never mind, not a rock type to take it very well. 65? Why is Swampert just the best? Does anyone know? Switch Swanna. Well, it's something, then switch Swanna to... I could heal Pulse that slot. I'll say either Charm, the Aerodactyl. Whoa. Let me do skill swap Medicham to give Aerodactyl pure power. That'll go well. Or switch to blank. So we know Swampert's on the team. I mean, they see kill into Swanna with Aerodactyl Head Smash. If they click Head Smash into this slot, that is so dumb. Also, Sand is not up yet because I've not sent out my rock type. I'll just say heal Pulse. How much are you taking from Dazzling Gleam? And if they head smash, they head smash. So be it. What could I do? What could I do? What could I do? I'm thinking about how to deal with this Aerodactyl. if I have to switch to Electrode. Also, there's no shot Foul Play is KOing this guy. Foul Play is like for a goal, if I'm in against a goal lurk. Or if I'm in against like, what should we say? Like maybe a Bayonet, where Discharge may not kill, but Foul Play would. Maybe it's better to go Zebstrika. No, it's not, because they outspeed me. If Zebstrika outsped, then I could Nuzzle. Although I think it still follows speed order. So they would still attack afterwards. But if it was following like current gen stuff, I would Nuzzle and then I could Aqua Tail and KO. We're going to change this from idleness to I don't know. I mean, it's at this point, it's like, do I do this prep now or do I do this prep and do the fight tomorrow? I don't plan on doing the fight tonight. What else could I do so it's not, the thumbnail isn't a... What else could I do so the thumbnail is not a Muhuzawatsi? What could I do so the thumbnail is not a damage calculator? There we go. Gonna adjust these around. So we have a general idea of what I could do as for a team. Like, let's go and get some moves. You don't get a psychic move, right? Should have went to Drift Veil. Bruh. Autono can learn Ice Punch. Let's look at this. Now that I have Coil, all these two moves become usable. Outrage, usable. I think I'm say bye to Breaking Swipe. It's been of no use. Do you get anything? No. I mean, I guess Nasty Plot stored power. And Heal Pulse. Could get Electro Ball back, could get Sucker Punch back, could get Signal Beam back. Not now, but I could. This I definitely want one move, and that is Yawn. I didn't think there was anything, unless I want Acid Armor. Hex isn't bad if I teach Will-O-Wisp. Ally Switch also isn't bad, but nothing for now. Yawn here is also nice. So we'll just do this tomorrow. We'll just roll. I'm gonna roll the Route 7 for a little bit. Route 7, Mahuzawatsi. Grotto for a bit. Just in case we get a shiny, you know. I think it's impossible in Grottos. I don't know if they changed that in this game though. But my voice is going, like, if you can't tell. Also, am I grabbing Pokemon from the team I may use? When all the Pokemon are on the team that I could use. I'll grab Electro, but because it's fast. And it outspeeds everything. We could have had Spinda. I remember we saw the Spinda, and I'm like, I don't think the stat buffs they gave it were enough. Cubchoo again, bro. If only I got that, I would have been able to roll. Odds of it, well, the odds are basically impossible that it's the same one, so. Whoa, it's a different Spinda. Oh, no, that would have been cool. What is Sneasel's hidden ability in this? Is it the same Pickpocket? I think it's Pickpocket. Weavile. Pickpocket. If it wasn't, it'd be Pressure. Pickpocket's good. Or wait. Yeah, no. I don't know if Pickpocket's good per se. On something that's frail. Unless you know it's going to be used against, like... Unless you know it's going to be used on a. It's gonna be a weak move. Come on. We taunting me now? Alright, next mon that we haven't seen, which is very likely. Fan P. Is this just pickup? Is Fan P just pickup? I think it is. Or at least Don Fan. Well, what does Don Fan get? I don't think Don Fan gets pickup. Sand Veil. And I have a Sand Setter. That would have been electrifying. Well, so you give it TM. Thanks for that glorious input. Alright, everyone back in the box. Fast. Just gonna say Espeon was one up there. I've been on this page for too long. Save. Now, one thing I did not promote today that I very much should have is that it is my 1-year anniversary of streaming. As I'm sick, shocker. But I know I had someone watching the chorus fight, and while it may not show up on my analytics page because this is kind of doesn't function very well, thank you to that person for watching. Thank you to anyone who watches my content. It may not be the best because this is raw. This stuff's raw, especially since no one comes by and chat. But still, I hope that I can change it. I can change that in this next year. Try and make some of this not be. Edit some of this down. I would prefer to edit down the run that wins it all, not a run that fails Tomorrowland. Which may be the case, but hoping year 2 can go a lot better, and I will look to make it that way as much as possible. Thanks for watching. I'll keep doing this. I'll have the plan ready by tomorrow. At least I should. My voice hopefully will